Great minds today converged in Kampala to discuss ways to forestall the spectre of election violence as the country nears the dicey February 2011 polls. The meeting, convened by the Umbrella Interreligious Council, candidly drew lessons from the flare-ups that have afflicted many African states during elections. Prime Minister Professor Apollo Nsibambi, who was the chief guest, appealed to religious leaders not to turn political pulpits into partisan platforms.
I regret to inform you that some, and not all of you, some of you have been partisan and have misused the pulpit to make wrong statements to the innocent congregations. And I'm willing to point out some of these leaders privately.
He defended the Electoral Commission chairman, Engineer Badru Chigundu, a man whose credibility has been roundly questioned by the opposition. Many scholars, including the Kenyan anti-graft czar Professor Patrick Lumumba and the acting head of the Mackay Institute for Social Research, Dr. Frederick Goloba Mutebi, weighed in on the debates. Lumumba warned against the threat of tribalism, while Goloba said many elections in Africa are a superfluous ritual to justify the staying power of despotic leaders.
In many ways, it is very easy to find an individual from ethnic group A who is a professor at the university in matters of politics, reasoning in the same way as a herdsman or a house help from his ethnic group, because they congregate around a political unity because they think that is their way that will ensure that their particular ethnic group will, in many, to use a very blatant word, will acquire state power for the benefit of that particular community.
Why do incumbents allow themselves to face their opponents at the polls? In my opinion, it is clear from the behavior of many incumbents across Africa that given a choice, they would rather not subject themselves to elections, which, if they were free and fair, they might lose. Nonetheless, there are compelling reasons for them to stage periodic election rituals whose outcome they do everything to influence or determine in advance.
Another speaker, Dr. Mustafa Ali, warned of the potential of religious fanaticism in fomenting trouble.
How do you address a challenge where religion is misused to agitate and convince masses to wage a false notion of jihad in a country like Somalia? In all this, religion is misused. Let us put this in monetary terms. Do you know how much it cost Al-Shabaab to carry out the operations here in Kampala? Do you know how much it cost them to carry out the operations here in Kampala that killed so many innocent people? Less than $7,000 US.
Emma Mtaizibwa, NTV Tonight.